begin my presentation on the inhibitory effect of essential oils against radio growth on fungi. Essential oil is any volatile oil that has aromatic compounds and gives a distinctive odor to plants. They are the byproducts of the plant's metabolism, and they're found in the cell wall of plants. The plants have evolved a secondary compound as a means of survival. The oil gives off a very strong aromatic smell that deters predators from them. Most commonly, they've been used as food additives and as flavorings and components in perfumes. But most recently, they've been researched for the antifungal properties. One of the first studies was done in Germany in 1996, and it tested tea tree oil over 100 different strains of fungi. And the researchers found that there was a significant antifungal activity, even at very high dilution rates. So that prompted more research to be done. And another thing was done that they tested a very common commercial fungicide called biofeminate against essential oils to see which one has a higher rate of antifungal. And the result was that essential oil had much higher rates of antifungal properties. And the reason the chemical background of the essential oils is what gives them the antifungal properties. They're made up of they're organic compounds, so they're made up of hydrocarbons, and they're mostly like phenols, aldehydes, alcohols, and all of them would be broken down into monoterpenes and cercospitines. These are the two that have the main antifungal properties, and this is what gives the essential oil its antifungal property. Each oil can have at least from 80 to 300 different types. They're very complex in nature. And I use 3 less researched essential oils. I use winter savory, which is a perennial herb from Europe. I used wild pomosa, which is a grass, and I use ajuan, which is a flowering plant from the Middle East. And there's not that much research done. Right now, a lot of the research has been done on thyme and cinnamon and lavender, and those have been known to be able to combat fungi strains. And these are very less researched, so I hope to discover new beneficial properties. And the reason you're probably wondering why even to study essential oils, it's because fungi is the number one thing that invades plants. Is the number one plant pathogen, and every year plants, agriculture, like farms, are being invaded by these fungi that kill the plants. And right now, synthetic chemicals are being used as pesticides, and these are very harmful because not only are they very expensive, but they have handling hazards, and they leave a pesticide residue, which hurts the environment. And not only hurts the environment, but they're very toxic to animals and humans. So if we are able to find an alternative to these, it'd be a lot more beneficial for the environment, and it's also a lot more cost effective. And the synthetic ones don't biodegrade that very rapidly, so they're left in the environment, while essential oils are able to be broken down a lot faster. So I'm going to be using podidodextrous agar plates as the medium for the fungi, and I'm using Aspergillus niger, Fusarium oxysporum, and Penicillium chrysinium. Those are the three fungi which invade plants very rapidly. Aspergillus niger commonly causes black mold, and the other two they all infect plants and fruits, and what they do is that they infect the vascular part, and it decreases the plant's ability to intake water, which pretty much causes necrosis, and it causes the plant to die. So I'm going to do serial dilutions of the oils because the chemical compounds are very volatile and reactive, so the different concentrations, I want to see which concentration gives a better one. And then I'm going to use the disc diffusion, which is when you put You impregnate the oil into the disc, and you put it into the agar. And I'm going to watch and see which one does the better for the job. And then I'm going to see which one inhibits the growth of the fungi better. And these are my budget. And in conclusion, as long as we can find a better alternative for pesticides, it will be more cost effective and it will be better for the environment. And it's also a safer form for them.